I'm not limited to this 24 hours because I access this principle of leverage. And wealth is created by finding leverage in your life. I heard a very, very wise man say one time, if you don't have leverage in your business, in your life right now, in your income generation, chances are you're leverage for somebody else. You're someone else's leverage. Okay, so think about that. Think about how you generate money, how your income is generated, and figure out if you have leverage or if you are being leveraged. Okay? It's a very, very interesting thing, but it is the difference between wealth and poverty. Let me show you the next one. Point number 3. Point number 3 is residual income. Everybody talks about residual income, right? I mean, it doesn't matter what business you're looking at, what type of opportunity. People mention this. It's a buzzword, right? But how many truly have residual income? Give me some examples in the marketplace of true residual income.
Music artists.
Okay, music artist. So let's suppose we're talking about Elvis. Okay, Elvis produces the song "Blue Suede Shoes." How many times does he have to record it? Hopefully once, right? Once, if he gets it right, it's once, right? But he has to complete it one time. He has to get one good recording. How many times does he get paid on it? Every time someone listens to it, right? Every time it sells. The Harry Potter books. Anyone read the Harry Potter books? Okay. So how many times did she write that first one? Yeah, she only wrote it once, didn't she? She wrote it and published it, and then it published over and over and over and over again. Okay, so how many times did she get paid on it? Well, she's still getting paid on it, isn't she? Okay, so that's the idea of residual income. It's like a toll bridge, right? How many times do you have to build the bridge? You build it once, right? As long as you build it right the first time, you build it once. And every time people go over it, you get paid. Okay, that's the idea of residual income. Well, with a consumable product like Youngevity's, in the morning, they take the product. Well, the next day, what do? They take the product. The next day, they take the product. Well, what happens after a few weeks? The bottle's empty, isn't it? Okay? And if they like the product, what do? They order it again. That's right. So if the product performs the way we say it does, the way Dr. Wallach says it will, then people return and purchase. Because it is what we call a consumable. It's a consumable product. It's used up, and people return and purchase. And every time they do, the company sends you a thank you card for bringing that customer. See, the company, Youngevity, does not advertise. What they do instead is they produce this product, they provide us Dr. Wallach and his materials, and then every time a product is sold, they take that advertising budget that would normally be spent on advertising and paid to some broker and some media source, and they pay it to whoever it was that referred that customer to them. And that's how we get paid. And so if we can get paid on a product that's consumable, what does that mean? It means we can have a residual income. As long as the product produces, people return and purchase. Now, there's lots of consumable products out there. Doesn't mean that people always return and purchase. What makes Youngevity unique? What was the first point I told you about?
You gotta have them.
You got to have them. That's right. The first one was essential products, wasn't it? If the products are essential, it's very different than some luxury item, right? You think about your car, right? If money is tight, you're low on funds, you're driving to work, and the fuel light comes on, you're out of gas. What do? Do you get out and push?
Hope not.
You gas it.
Yeah, that's right. You pull over and put gas in the car, don't you? But times are tough. Why would you do that?
Because you have to have it to go.
You have to have it to go. Okay, do you get that? It's essential, right? Now, same scenario, but this time instead of the fuel running out, okay, the stereo stops working, right? You're on your way to work, stereo stops working. What do? You instantly pull over, don't you? At the first repair place, you get that stereo replaced because you're not going another foot without that stereo. Now we laugh, but the stereo's a luxury, isn't it? Okay? You can get to work without the stereo. And so if times are tough and there's only so much money in the pocket, what do? Well, you sing to yourself, don't you? Okay? You create your own music because the stereo is not essential. It's wonderful. It's nice, but you can get by without it. Well, that is what makes Youngevity's income residual, is that we focus on essential products. Those 90 essentials at the core. Once a person has experienced life with and has experienced life without, they never want to go back. Okay? They don't want it without again. Life with the 90 essentials is different. It's better in a lot of ways. And so what happens is our mentality actually changes in Youngevity. We start to think about our supplements differently. We start to say, you know what, I'm going to take my 90 essential nutrients and supplement those with food. Did you catch what I said? We're going to take our vitamins and minerals and supplement that with my food, as opposed to eat and supplement it with vitamins and minerals. Our mentality changes because prevention is worth a pound of cure. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, and that is where this whole philosophy comes from. And that is why there are people I talked to in '96 that still come and purchase product, consumable product, month after month after month, because they know what life was like before they met Youngevity. Now, there's lots of ways to become involved with Youngevity. Let me show you the different ways. You can come in as a customer, okay? And for $10, you can become a lifetime member and buy products at wholesale. One time $10, you can buy products at wholesale. You can also come in and participate in our referral system. And all you have to do in that case is be taking the products yourself and share it with other people, and you get a rebate back from those that you share it with. And you can get to where you're making money, where your product's paid for, and it costs you absolutely nothing to be taking the 90 essential nutrients every single day. Now, there are also others, and this was me, okay? I told you in the beginning, I wasn't really looking for vitamins and minerals. I wasn't looking for health products. I was in dire need of money, okay, because I had triplets, and I needed income, and I was in school, and on and on and on. So I looked at this and said, is this a business that I can get excited about? And once I heard Dr. Wallach, and after hearing my dad and listening to that CD, I realized, after hearing that CD, whatever it was that Dr. Wallach had for sale, I wanted to buy it. Whatever it was he was selling, I was going to buy it, because the message rang true. It was so powerful and so convincing, and it rang so true that whatever it was that he was talking about on that CD, I was going to buy it. Now, I didn't have any money, but I was going to buy it. Now, I thought to myself, that's a business opportunity. If there is a tool that all I have to do is lend it and they listen to it, and all of a sudden they're willing to make a purchase, they're willing to give up their hard-earned cash for something they don't know what it is, that's a pretty powerful thing. And I looked at that and I said, that's a business. That's a business I can do very well in. And so I looked at it differently. I didn't look at it as just being a customer. I didn't look at it as, hey, if I refer a few people, I can take the products for free. I said, can I do this as a business? And so what I want to show you real quickly is a business model. Okay, this isn't for the customers. This is for people that say, I want to get in and make a business. Well, first thing you have to talk about is, what is my initial investment? Right? If you're looking at a business, what's it going to cost me to start up? And how long is it going to take me to get it back? Right? Break even is a big point. So, initial investment, we call it fill your wagon. Okay, you can't sell out of an empty wagon. So you got to fill up that wagon. And in order to fill that wagon, you're going to need products for you to take yourself, you're going to need products to share and sample to people, and you're going to need products to sell, because when they listen to that CD, they're going to want them then. They're not going to wait to have them shipped from California. And so you've got to have products for those purposes. You've got to fill your wagon. It's going to cost you $350. Whoops. $350 startup. That's going to get you your products that you need to take, to share, and to sell. Then, what happens? Well, you're going to be drinking some of these products, you're going to be taking some of these products, you're going to be sharing some of these products, you're going to be selling some of these products. And so you're going to have to maintain that. So you're going to have this is a one-time, but you're going to have a monthly maintenance, a monthly inventory amount of 150 BV points, okay? That's how we assign everything a point value. So it's $150 to $175 a month of maintenance to keep your stock filled. And we put that on what we call an auto ship. And the reason we do that is twofold. You make more money when you refer people if you are on auto ship yourself. And secondly, You don't have to pay any shipping and handling if you're on AutoShip. Okay, so it's a very profitable program as well. So that's it. One time $350 to get started, $150 on AutoShip. Now, that's what's required. Now, how do we get it back? Okay, how do you get your initial investment and your monthly overhead costs paid for? Well, let me show you. If this is you, first thing you're going to need is you're going to need 4 business partners. 4. Okay, everybody needs 4. Why do you need 4? It's a good number. That's a good one. Because the compensation plan requires 3. How many tires do you have on your car?
4, 5.
That's right. That's right. You always need a spare. Okay? So you don't want to be caught without a spare. So you're going to need 4. Everybody needs 4 partners. As soon as you have 4 people that do exactly what you did, okay? They fill their wagon and they go on that AutoShip program. Now your initial investment is paid back. As soon as you've found 4 people that you've brought in that say, I want to do a business with this, and they fill their wagon and go on AutoShip. Okay? So as soon as you've found your 4 partners, your initial investment's covered. Now, these folks are going to want their initial investment covered, aren't they? They're going to want to make sure their business is profitable, so they're going to find 4 people. As soon as that happens, now you are consuming, sampling, and selling products for free every single month. Your business is profitable. No longer are you dipping into the pocket to fund your business. Your business is paying for itself by you finding your 4 and teaching and helping each of those 4 find their 4. Pretty simple system. Now, when those folks find their 4, this is level 1, this is level 2, you get down to level 3, now you're making $800 a month in profit. So $800 a month. That do anything for you? What could you do with $800 a month? What would you do if you had an extra $800 a month?
Go on a cruise.
A cruise. Fantastic idea. Love cruising. Over here, what would you do with $800 a month, Sam?
Pay off some debt.
Pay off debt. Fantastic. Take that relief, that stress off. Give you a little relief, right? $800 a month. Now, everybody wants to get their products paid for and get their initial investment covered, right? So everybody is finding 4. 4 a week? For a month? For a year? No, everybody has 4. You understand that? Everybody has 4 partners. So those folks want to get theirs paid for, so it continues down. You get down to level 4. Now you're making $800 a week. What could you do for $800 a week? What would you do with an extra $800 a week? Buy a car? What kind of car would you buy? Toyota? Okay, go a little further. What kind of Toyota?
Corolla.
A Corolla. Fantastic. You could get more than a Toyota Corolla for $800 a week.
You could buy 4 of them.
That's right. Almost 8. That's good. Okay, so $800 a week could change your life, couldn't it? Make a big difference. Now, you get down to level 5. Now it's $800 every 2 days. Now you got to buy a Corolla every 2 days. Right? Now, what would you do? This is a little bit bigger money now. What would you do with $800 coming in every 2 days? Help us out, Vivian. Yeah?
Well, for sure I'd go buy my X5 and my X3, and then I'd go cruise Europe, and then...
X5, X3, cruise Europe, and then what are you going to do the next 2 days?
And then just have all the kids do the same thing.
And then take other people with you, right? Fantastic. Okay. This compensation plan, I'm not going to go much further, okay? But this compensation plan doesn't stop there. It continues down through level 6. And then it starts at level 7 with what we call an infinity bonus. It's a 2% bonus that pays out through now, instead of levels, pays out through generations. It goes through the 6th level of the 6th generation of a diamond group, which represents about 6,000 in sales. So in a very, very mature organization, that 2% infinity bonus from level 7 and beyond is larger than those 6 levels that we just talked about combined. And that's been the case in my organization for many, many years now, that infinity bonus is bigger than all 6 unilevels combined. So there's some serious income available in this program because, the company doesn't advertise. They pay us to be the mouthpieces, okay? And so this program, again, starts with some simple ideas. I want to start a business. How do I do it? I fill my wagon. It's going to cost me $350 to get started. What am I agreeing to? I'm agreeing to take the products, share the products, sell the products, and find 4 people to do the same thing. And if you do that and teach other people to do it, sky's the limit. All right, thank you very much. Any questions?